Today we're talking about young Dizz and why he got a 12.5-year prison sentence at the age of 23. Young Dizz, or Isaac Donkoh, is a popular drill rapper from the UK, best known for his songs What's Good and Drill and Repent. He was associated with the Beckton-based Sixth gang and groomed younger gang members with free food from restaurants that they couldn't typically afford to eat at. School children were enticed to carry out his dirty work for him as they could see the wealth and respect that he had. One day, young Dizz and two Codys, a 16-year-old boy and a 14-year-old boy, kidnapped and another 16-year-old. The 16-year-old co-defendant of young Dizz had known the victim, and that's why he wanted him specifically for his help. On August 2nd, 2018, they arranged to meet the victim in Barking, and upon agreeing and doing so, he was forced into a Ford Mondeo with young Dizz and the other youngers in the passenger seats. Once in the car, they put a bag over his head and threatened him with a machete. It had also been stated that Dizz had a gun on him, and so when ordered to do violent and humiliating tactics, the 16-year-old complied. He was forced to strip, hit with a metal pole in his face, arms and legs. His hair was cut and he was forced to kneel whilst they kicked him in his head. Young Dizz himself had poured boiling water over the victim's head and feet, causing serious injury, and he was also forced to swallow a cigarette. All of this was filmed by the youngers that Dizz had brought with him, and after it was done, the boy was forced to call his parents and beg for £1,500 to secure his release. After this whole ordeal, they dropped him back off where they originally had picked him up from, and in a turn of events as the police were now involved, threatening tactics were used by young Dizz, who actually offered the victim £5,000 not to speak to the police. Dizz is now serving a 12.5-year prison sentence for conspiracy to kidnap, false imprisonment, blackmail, causing grievous bodily harm, and perverting the cause of justice. The two youngers that helped are actually serving cases that I won't even begin to get into, and that's about as short as you can wrap up the case of young Dizz. If you want me to cover any more, then please do let me know. Peace.